like that. Big paper over here, little nigga. Ain't nobody run shit but me, nigga.
Santina Star Beats.
I don't gotta diss the dead to hurt your feelings. Nigga, I won't be in there with them vulture ceilings. Wanna see what it feel like to live my dreams. Waking up, nigga, nightmares, hit the screams. Niggas got a problem with a nigga like me. Put it on the floor, nigga, show me what it be. Big dog nigga in his motherfucking jungle. Laughing at these niggas while these niggas got a muzzle. I ain't got a boss, I ain't never got a master. Nigga in the street shit I mastered. Laughing at these niggas cause y'all ain't never did it. Now they want a problem, tell them niggas let's get it. Turn the city up when them niggas hear my voice. Matter of fact, they know I'm the fucking people's choice. Tell them niggas let's talk street politics. These niggas dumb niggas broke polish shit. What's up, what's up, what's up? Just put it on the floor with Big T. You feel me? I got my dog, you know what I'm saying, Devin, in here with me. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it going. You feel me? Devin, how you doing today, man?
I'm alright. A little nervous, but I'm alright.
You alright?
I'm good. We're golden.
You in your comfort zone, you know what I'm saying? You ready to knock it down?
I'm chilling. Let's get it.
All right, man. I don't know if that's my connection or yours going in and out. One of them is.
Let's see.
I'm trying to make sure we got a good connection before
Are we good now?
Start messing up.
Is mine good now?
One of ours just went out. I think it's hers.
Is mine good?
All right, there she goes. She back. I'm like, your connection went out.
I turned the Wi-Fi off so I don't have any issues.
All right, we back. All right, so Devin, from broken to built, you know what I'm saying, the Devin Robinson story, you know what I'm saying, of survival and self-worth. You know what I'm saying? Tell the people who you are, you know what I'm saying, for the people that don't know you.
My name's Devin Robinson. I'm obviously from Jackson, Michigan. I got 5 kids, 4 girls. My son just had him. I'm just a single working mom, just trying to survive. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't too much to Devin, but it's a lot to Devin, right?
Try to keep it simple.
You know what I'm saying? So let's go with Devin. So before we get into everything, you know what I'm saying, I always like to ask how everybody mental health is. You know what I'm saying? Mental health is a big thing for people. So I just want to ask, you know what I'm saying, this time of your life, how is your mental health?
For honesty and transparency, I'm a lot like I'm doing well. My kids, bills are taken care of. My kids are happy, they're healthy, and everything. I got everything that I can, ask for. But it's just like you always want that little bit of more. Like you feel like you're just not doing enough, so it's like you struggle with that. I feel like it's especially in your 20s and 30s. So
For sure.
I'm good, but I always want that little bit of more. I'll say that.
Okay, definitely understandable. When people hear domestic abuse, they think physical, but it's deeper than that sometimes. What do abuse look like in your life? You know what I'm saying? What did it look like? How did it come? What was the form?
Um, Abuse, like you said, comes in many forms. There's financial, there's physical, there's mental. Me personally, I feel like mental is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, for me, somebody's been through all of it. Um, I, like I said, I had all of them, but I feel like mental is definitely the worst, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. Is like it starts with mental, and that
Yes.
breaks you down to get to the physical. And the
Mm-hmm.
physical is nothing. Like you feel like once you get to that point, get through.
Okay, listen, this show went out. I was like, where'd she go?
Jesus.
Okay. For the people
I think my
who
phone cut out again.
Okay, can you hear us?
My daughter just called me.
Go ahead and click out
Can
and
you hear
click
me
back
now?
in. Yeah, I can hear you if you can hear me.
Why is my phone doing this?
Yep, click out and click back in.
Yeah, my daughter
What's
just
up?
called me. Sorry. One of my kids always doing something.
You good? What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining in. This is Devin Robinson. If y'all didn't join in time, um, let's just listen to her, leave the flow open. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can engage as much as y'all can. Any feedback y'all want to give her, jump in. But we definitely don't do bashing. This is a safe space for you, Devin, to get your story out. Um, and I wanted to help you because I told you, you know what I'm saying, I'm careful with everybody's story. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I don't open this space up for anybody to be disrespectful or bash you or any type of way, call you a liar. This is your story, you know what I'm saying? So I like to make it a safe space over here for everybody.
absolutely.
Um so to dive back in, for the people who don't know your story, can you give them a little background on Devin Robinson, um, who you was before all of this started?
Before the abuse, right?
Yep.
Just want to clarify. I was young, so obviously I had a baby young. I was just a mom. I was in college trying to work, just trying to, make it to the next, space. Just me and
Yeah.
my daughter. It was just me and my little 3 year old at the time, you know.
Yeah. And you became a mom at a young age too. You had your first child at 14.
Yep,
You still went to school. You worked two jobs and even got your own place by 17.
yep.
Um, how did you keep pushing when most people would have folded?
She was literally everything. Like everything I did was for her. Like the everything that I thought about, everything that I wanted to do, it was strictly for her because I just wanted to give her this life because I felt like I already kind of robbed her of a little bit of life, giving her a team, having a teen mom, and then not having, the two parent family home. I felt like all of that for her already. So it's like I just wanted to give her so much more. So everything I did was for her. It's like I had,
Yeah.
and then the statistics was against me. I already had a baby at 14. So people thought what they wanted to think, whatever. I still went to school. I still graduated on time. I still went to college. I still did everything I was supposed to do for this child.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I want to applaud you for that because a lot of people would have folded, you know what I'm saying, in your circumstances. Um, so always keep pushing, you know what I'm saying?
Always.
Um, what kept you focused when people probably counted you out?
It will always be her. Like most people think, when you have a kid, oh, your life is over. This and that. I don't. I'm not. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I don't know with the crowd of people that I was hanging around, prior to having her, any of that. I don't know where my life could have been had I not had her, because I felt
Yeah.
like she kept me out of so much.
Right.
It's like I always, no matter what, I always had to make it back to her. I always had to
So it
live for her. I always
balanced
had to
you.
make this money for her.
So it balanced you out.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, love you. So did being a young mom change the way you saw love and relationships?
Um, I think a little bit. I think I would definitely say a little bit, just because. So I never really wanted to be a single mom. So it's kind of like I just wanted somebody to love me, just to love her, just so she could have that family dynamic or whatever. And so I may have
Right.
just, I don't know, my heart might have been too open, or wearing it on my sleeve, or however you would want to put it in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I was too ready for it, but I wasn't ready for it. If you get what I'm saying, like
Yeah. Of
mentally,
course.
I wasn't grown enough for it. I wasn't ready for it, but I was too ready for it.
Right. For sure. Um, Looking back, do you feel like you had to grow up too fast?
Yes, yes, absolutely. There's not even a second thought about that. Absolutely, I
And
do.
like what and was that like your did it have anything to do with what you were surrounded by or the circumstances of the life you had?
I wouldn't say as far as like the life I had, because I had two parents in my life. You know, they did the absolute. My parents were immaculate. I'll never say anything. You know, I would
Hmm.
never take that from. But having her, it's like I would say more or less it was the people that I was growing up around, like the environment that
Yeah,
our age group like grew around.
yeah,
I don't even really
because
think it was so much the home life or even just having her. It was like
yeah,
the schools, the kids. Like you, everybody was in such a rush to
yeah,
grow up and be this and that and the third, and but nobody stopped to just live in the moment right then and there. Just be
yeah,
a kid,
because
just enjoy it.
a lot of people like to blame things on their home environment, everything like that. That's why I asked you that question, is because people try to down a parent or what they did for their kids or anything like that, and it don't be that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You came from a two parent household, so you didn't lack anything. You know what I'm saying? So people
Nope.
like to blame it on that being, oh, the kid grew up in a one parent household, or the parent didn't have a dad, or this and that. Like they blame it on that sometimes, and it don't be that. You know,
Yeah.
to get on another segment, to get let's get real about the emotional cycle, the love, the betrayal, the manipulation, and the survival. um you were dealing with a man who was having babies with another woman while still being with you. What made you stay during that time?
Ultimately, the child was the breaking point for me, and that was just for me because it's not my character. You know, anything to I mistreating kids or feeling the type of way about any child is not me. That I can so the child was actually the breaking point. I stayed through it for a duration of the pregnancy because I thought that, you know, I love him. He loves me. We got all these kids. This is our family. This and the third. We could just accept the child in this and the third. But I'm like, this is. It was just. It's too much. It's too much betrayal. It's not me.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit here and keep proving my loyalty and my love for somebody that's showing me over and over again. They don't have none for me. Like at this point, I got to do something for me because. And then it was my kids too. I'm not about to show
hmm,
them that's okay. It's not okay. It's just not okay when somebody is blatantly showing you that they don't have a flat line of respect for you, just a
yeah,
baseline of respect.
hmm. At what point did you start to feel yourself slipping away, you know what I'm saying, in that relationship?
When it started costing me a lot, when it started costing me my mental, when I went to jail, and was away from my kids. When it started costing me, like quite literally, that we're not just talking about money, yet money
Yeah,
too, but we're not. When we're talking about my sanity, time with my kids, houses, cars. When it's starting to cost me more than money can ever replace. Something's got to give there. You got to go. There's nothing here anymore when it's starting to cost me quite literally my sanity.
yeah, because you lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that you lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard for you to find yourself again. He told you that nobody will want you. Um, 5 kids, three fathers. That's deep. You know what I'm saying? That's mental control. And how did those words make you feel back then?
Whew, that was, I think, words was worse than a knife. I really do. That Now, I've never been stabbed or shot or anything of that nature, but I think that's pretty close. I would say
Yeah,
that's pretty close because that, eh, yeah, that
it'd be a
hit.
mental drain.
It's a mental drain because how do you leave the only person that you really wanted when they're telling you that nobody else is going to love you the way that you love them, and that's strictly because they don't love you the way that you love them.
Yeah,
You got to make yourself believe that it's not you, it's really them. There's nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong mentally, internally with that other human being. It's not you.
yeah. Understand. You know what I'm saying? Affirmations and having to build yourself back up for sure. Um,
Absolutely.
was was there a specific moment that broke you? That one that made you say like I'm done, like I'm over it.
um this is something obviously a lot of people don't know. So I this was the moment that caused me to move out of state. I went to the doctors because I thought I had a UTI or something. So I go to the doctors. I find out that I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. There's no way in hell I'm about to be pregnant at the same time as somebody else. I can't do this. So, I went back home. Everything was fine. Laid there, and I just was like, I gotta go, and just don't follow me. I don't know what. I literally at that moment just packed my kids up, fit what I could fit in the car, went to my mom's house, and that next day I went to Georgia with my sister for like 2 weeks, and then I was looking for a house there. I ended up finding a house in Florida, and that was just that. And there was a lot of back and forth. A lot of people don't, when you're trying to lead something that you've been in years, you go a lot of back and forth, because I did. It was a lot of back and forth. So I came back here a lot. I came
Yeah.
back here more. I think I was here more than I was there. I was
Yeah.
paying rent for this nice house there, and I was here staying at Airbnbs more than I was there. I did,
Yeah.
because I'm fighting this demon in my head. I'm fighting somebody telling me like, "Oh, you're dumb for leaving, and you're stupid for leaving. This is where you're supposed to be." That, like, just the, again, the mental abuse. At this point, we're not too much physical. Now we're mental.
Yeah.
We're back to mental. We're back to square one, because now that mind control is, the physical control is gone, because I'm not in your face,
Yeah.
but we're still going to do the whole mental control thing,
Yeah.
and that's where a lot of people may struggle with as well.
Right.
How the heck do you get away from somebody that's telling you all these things? So now you think that you're only worthy of that person. No,
Yeah.
no.
And you know what I'm saying? Where did that take you in a mindset when you packed up the kids, you know what I'm saying, and was like, hey, I'm gone, I'm not looking back. Like, where did all of that fire come from inside you to do that?
It was I already had kids in the situation. I wasn't about to bring. I didn't know that I was pregnant with twins at this point. I found that out when I moved to Florida. I wasn't about to bring two more into the situation. For me, in my mind, and it was so fucked up for me to think it. Excuse my language, but like in my mind, I'm like, it'd be better for me just to be away and take care of all these kids by myself versus staying here. And I
Yeah.
don't know where that logic made sense in my head, but it was like, I can't go through. After my last daughter,
Hmm.
after I had my youngest daughter, I suffered bad postpartum depression. It was terrible, and
Yeah.
I just was like, I can't do this again. And I still fought that same fight after I had my son. I made sure in my head, I kept telling myself every day, if I felt a little down, I'm all right. I'm all right. We're gonna do this. Everything's all right. It's a constant battle when you feel yourself going into deep postpartum depression, because that's just something that's common in women. But and now I'm going into it for a whole different reason. I'm
Yeah.
going into postpartum depression for a whole different reason, because when every other aspect is okay in my life, I've got you bringing all this hell for no reason,
Yeah.
because you're doing something wrong. Not because I'm doing something wrong, because you're doing something. At the most vulnerable times in my life where I should have felt protected and loved and everything else, I didn't.
Yeah.
And ultimately, another thing that it did was took away my desire to have kids. I had no, I to this day, I have no desire to have any more children. And I've always been like, I have no desire for it,
Yeah.
simply because of how other people have made my pregnancies for me. Not because of me, not because I had unhealthy pregnancies. I had natural labors, and my labors were good. My kids were all good breastfeeders, good babies. Like, I loved
Yeah.
them as babies. I would do it all again. But the way that other people and men have made me feel, I have no desire to do it again. It's crazy that somebody can have that much control over your mind to determine something in your life like that.
No, for real. And it is a big effect on women, you know what I'm saying, in those situations. It's a lot of things that women won't talk about. You know what I'm saying? That you can come on here to talk about and open up about. A lot of people are scared to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that you trusted me with your story and wanted to get on here and express it, because you might be that voice that somebody need to hear.
And I
And
pray
that's,
that I am today. I
you
pray.
know what I'm saying?
This is like my sole purpose in this today. I want to be somebody. I want somebody to just text me, or even if they don't, or want to send an anonymous letter or anything, and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
that podcast, whatever you said, made me realize that it was." And I did everything. I feel like I
Yeah.
saved the world at that point.
No, for real. So when you finally left or whatever, what was the hardest part? The leaving or the staying gone?
Initially, it was the leaving, because I left everything I knew, my friends, my family. I never lived outside here.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, it was that, and then not like after I was settled and I figured, everything would be all right. It was a staying gone because it's like I had a lot of homesickness. I still loved him.
Mm-hmm.
I still loved him. In my head at the time, what I wanted,
Mm-hmm.
what I thought was, I'm gonna leave and he's gonna quit everything he's doing. He's gonna follow me because he doesn't want to lose me. That ain't
Yeah.
what happened. That ain't what happened. So that's
Yeah.
really what that was. So that the hardest part was staying gone, telling myself that you don't want. This is not the person that you need. That person doesn't want you. Telling myself all of this shit when my heart, that was the only person I ever wanted. So why are you not loving me the way that I love you? Why do you not want me the way that I want you? Why do you not want to change and match my loyalty and my love and everything else for you? Why?
Yeah.
So it's definitely the
True.
stand gone because now you got all these whys.
Yeah.
You
All
have
the
no,
questions
and
just
you can
floating in your
try
head.
to reason with a narcissist and ask them, try to get closure. You could try
Yeah.
to, you can try. You're not going to get anywhere with that. You won't.
Yeah.
You're not, because it's always going to come back to you did this, and I'm the victim
Yeah.
every time.
No accountability. No nothing.
Despite not dealing with a narcissist at all.
Okay. Um, to shift to shining light on your transformation and giving hope to other women, um, healing ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? What did that process look like for you?
Ooh, it was a lot of alcohol. It was a lot of alcohol, a lot of rod wave, a lot of tears,
Yeah.
a lot of. I took my kids on a lot of trips just to, because for me, if I seen them happy, I was
Yeah.
gonna be all right. Although I'm not thinking in my head, I'm drunk most of the time. So do I even remember that? Was I even, really tapped into
Right.
being a parent at that time? I was very much being a parent, very much.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you that I was the best parent. You ask, they'll tell you I was the best. But I'm like, how?
Yeah.
But I'm on my healing journey, and I've got all these little people looking up to me while
Yeah.
I'm trying to heal and tell them that it's okay, and I don't even know if it's okay today. I don't know.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? You got them looking up to you. You got to make sure you keep that mask going at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely turns into a lot,
And it's worse
and
when you have daughters. It's so,
yeah,
I feel like it's so much
yeah,
worse when, and mind you, I just had my first son, so I don't know too much about boy life just yet, but
yeah,
I think it's much worse when you have daughters, because how am I supposed to explain to them that people that were supposed to, be their first form of love was the
yeah,
first form of danger? And it's just like, I don't know how to tell them that this is not what's supposed to, like, I could tell them, but kids, you tell them do as I
right.
do and not as, do as I say, not as I do, and they might,
Not as
do
I
as you
does.
do, because case in point, my oldest daughter, she did what I did. No, don't do that. But like, you you're trying to teach these kids something different than what they're seeing, and it's just like all you can really do is just pray that they seen it and they're deterring.
Yeah,
So far, my oldest daughter is the only one, because she's 18, so I know
yeah,
she's good. I've got, I'm not worried about
yeah,
her. So far, I got 1 out of 4. So I think I
yeah.
got
But
somewhere.
people
There's
don't
something.
understand that's where drugs and alcohol and everything kick in when people get in these spaces. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? And it is okay to go get help. It is okay for you to lean on somebody else and not be the strong person all of the time. You can go get help.
and I did.
So
What it took for me,
yeah.
I realized that I wasn't sleeping. I was staying up for like dang near 2-day binges, just staying up because I
Hmm.
had so much PTSD that I couldn't sleep. So one day I just was like, I said, I'm not about to keep doing this. So I went to the hospital. So y'all got to help me so I can get some sleep, so I can stop all this drinking, so I can go to work, so I can get my life back on track, because this is not me, and I don't like this. I don't like when you wake up one day and this is people can tell you a million times you shouldn't do that, this and that, because I had people telling me all types of stuff. I did. Only they didn't so much tell me it when I was going through the situation I was going through. It was the aftermath, because a lot of people only seen the aftermath. They're like, you got to stop all that drinking, this and that, and the third. They're just looking at this drunk. Granted, I wasn't getting in fights or anything or crazy like that. I wasn't doing much of anything. But it's like they were, oh, you can't do all this drinking and whatnot. And then here I am. Oh, I think your thing went off. Hold on, y'all. She probably got a call like I did on my phone. Ooh. Uh-uh. Fix that. I don't know what happened to your stuff. Let's see if it works. Okay. Her Wi-Fi messed up, y'all. She just texted me, so we're good. I can't believe I let y'all talk me into getting on here and being a domestic violence advocate. But it's okay. I really hope that out of all of this, it saves somebody, honestly. That's the whole purpose of doing this. I think I don't know what assumption people may have had if I was going to come out here and bash people or what. Yeah. I just came out here to tell true stories of people, having babies as teenage ages, surviving domestic violence, still being, single parents, because it's all still possible. You can still have a baby at a teenage age. You can survive domestic violence. You can be a single mom. People will still want you. You're still loved. And if you ever feel like you're not, well, my inbox is always open. I mean, I don't have a problem. There's a lot of people that have reached out to me. I talk to them. I'm always here, to be a leaning shoulder. Any of that. I'm here for all of it. I don't ever want somebody to feel like they don't have nobody, because you definitely do. And I might not be the closest thing in everybody's life, but I do my best. Well, I hope she fixed her phone, because now I'm nervous. Well, I don't know how to mess with any of this. Okay, first review on booting, y'all. We getting somewhere. Oh shit! Hold on. Ah! Hold on. Okay. Now mine is just acting retarded because you cannot see me.
All right, we back.
All right, we're good now.
We good. We good, man. Hey, China hating on me, man. China hating on me. They kicking me out, man. China hating on me, man.
They would say the whole thing because, like, I didn't even see all the comments and everything, like, until
Man,
now.
China hating on me. You feel
Like,
me? We back in action.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
now
tell
seeing every
everybody we back. I'm
look.
gonna go to the comment section in a second.
Look, hopefully everybody don't think I was being funny because, honey, I did not see any of your comments. I am so sorry.
You wasn't being a good host, bruh.
I did start to. Mike kicked me out.
All right, so let's dive back in, man. Let's dive back in, and we're gonna go to the comment section. My bad, y'all. China hating on me to kick me out. We back up.
And I love
So
y'all too. Everybody that said they love me, I love y'all too. And thank yes, I'm very thankful that she was able to give me this platform to get that little story to help everybody. I'm very grateful for this.
nah, for real. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you for coming too. But to get back on your healing journey, did you go through a stage of guilt or self blame before the forgiving yourself part?
Both, both for sure. I definitely blame myself because I was like, if I could have did this better and that better, maybe all this wouldn't have happened. But it's like, what was I blaming myself for? Granted, don't let me sit here and tell you that I was 100% the perfect girlfriend to anybody, or because no, everybody has their flaws. Everybody has things that can be fixed. But I don't think that me personally, anything that I had done in any relationship that I had been in was unfixable. That it would have led to all the damage that got done to me. I truly do not believe that. So definitely went through the self blaming and the guilt, and the guilt was mainly for my daughters because I'm like, I feel guilty now. Y'all have to grow up in this, broken home and this and the third because I made these choices to have kids with the people that I had kids with, and my
Yeah,
son as well. Like I made the choice to now I have to try to figure out how to raise a man by
yeah.
myself, and I'm not a man.
No, for real. For real. I definitely understand. What helped you rebuild your confidence after being told you weren't good enough?
Um, I think it was other people around me when I started actually getting dressed up again and going out and seeing how people, people didn't care. I went afterwards. I think that's when I actually started like actually dating, where a lot of people go wrong in situations too. They don't actually date. So I started actually dating, and I realized like when you're dating these men that actually take you out, they actually do this. That people do actually open doors. They are sweet. They do communicate this and that and the third. I'm like, okay, this is what it's supposed to be like, and it helped me on my journey. Had I not stepped foot out there to get out of my comfort zone, to get out of that feeling that I was feeling, I don't think that I would have done it. And so it was
Yeah,
a big help with the little dating. And then another thing that people have issues with, they think dating means having sex. That is not dating.
yeah,
You need to actually go sit down at a meal or go on an outing that both of y'all like and get to talk to each other and get to know each other and leave sex out of it. And then
right.
it might actually help. I think that helped a lot with my healing journey. Once I got past the whole drinking and crying
Yeah.
and listening to music thing.
And again, we are not only here telling you to go drink. We're not telling you to do drugs. We
I'm
want you
telling
to
you
go
not to do it because it
we
doesn't help.
want you
Don't do it.
we want you to go get help. You know what I'm saying? For the people that's in the comments, we want you to go get help and know that you can lean on somebody and you have people to talk to. You have um go see a therapist, go do whatever you need to do to gain yourself back. Don't go to drugs, don't go to drinking alcohol, don't go do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna wake back up, you're gonna feel the same thing that you was already feeling, and
You're gonna feel
you're gonna
worse.
repeat this cycle and keep doing the same thing. That's not helping you. That's not helping you. You know what I'm saying? It
It's
might feel
it's
like it's
worse.
helping you at the moment, but it's not helping you.
Yep, that's
Um,
exactly what it was. That's why I tell people my reality of being a drunk because the whole time that I was being a drunk, I was not healed. I did not heal until I decided to quit drinking.
yeah,
When I
because
stopped
people don't
drinking
understand.
and everything like that, that's when I really healed.
People don't understand. There's a lot in the black community that um they feel like it's a shame to see a therapist or to go get help. You know what I'm saying? And we have to break that cycle that therapy and everything is okay to do. We have to break that cycle. It's been rooted in us for years, and we got to break that cycle that you can go get help. It's not no shame in going to get help at all. Um,
Absolutely. And I broke that cycle even when with my kids because when my daughter just experienced the loss she just experienced, I told her, if you feel like you need, therapy, let me know. We'll find somebody. You let
yeah,
me know. We will find somebody. Because if you feel like there's stuff that you can't talk about to me, then I will get you the help that if you feel like you need the help.
right.
I would never push anybody or any of my children to do anything. But if you feel like there's something that I can't help you with, I will always let you know that there's therapy available. Because I used to be one of those. They used to think that, you know, oh, therapy is this and that and the third. If I say the wrong thing, I guess my biggest thing was if I went to therapy, then I might say the wrong thing about me
And then
drinking.
take my kids.
Yeah, yep, they'll take my
A lot
kids.
of people think that. A lot of people think
I
that.
thought I'm like, oh my god, if I go in there and tell them how crazy this sounds that I stayed this long with all of this, they're taking my kids,
Yeah,
and
and
my
they
kids are
don't.
fine. They're not harmed. Like they're
Yeah,
fine.
they don't. Once they, you know what I'm saying, hear your story and everything, they don't do that. So people need to understand that's not what's gonna happen. Now don't go in there and say you want to kill the kids and you want to kill everybody else,
Don't do
then they
please
go
don't do
then
that.
they you know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna be after you. But how
They're
did you
definitely calling those people
learn
then.
how did you learn to love Devin again?
When I realized, when I really, I started journaling. I did, I started meditating actually. Meditating was really helpful. I taught my kids it too. I started meditating and it was just like,
That's dope.
yeah, balance. When I figured out that I actually have more, I do more, I am more by myself,
Hmm.
that's when I realized like I love myself. I actually, when I really realized that in life in general, I do better when I'm by
Yeah.
myself. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let somebody else come serve. If you can't come over here, match your energy with peace and wanting to create a better future, you got to stay away from me.
Yeah. So in that process, you know what I'm saying? When you lost yourself, gaining yourself back and everything like that, um, what was things you would say to yourself like on a constant?
It's going to be all right one day. I kept saying it over and over again. It's going to be all right one day. It just wasn't going to be that day
Yeah.
because there was times that I did want to kill myself. Let's be real. Yeah, I mean, it's this. Did you want a transparency? You want to be real? Let's be real. There was
Yeah.
days I wanted to. I was specifically on a trip with other people, and they were like, somebody's got to go save her because I don't think she's going to be all right today. Because it was
Hmm.
like the worst day of my damn life. To
Yeah.
me, it wasn't the worst day of my life, but at that moment in time, you couldn't
You
tell me it
felt like
wasn't
it
the worst day of
was.
my life. That was the worst day of my life.
Yeah. Completely understand. You know what I'm saying? Um, what do you tell yourself now, you know what I'm saying, when you think about the woman you used to be? What is things that you tell yourself or you feel, you know what I'm saying, now as the woman you are today?
We made it. We fucking made it. If we didn't do nothing else, we made it. Now, I'm not everywhere I want to be. Don't get me wrong. I
Yeah.
still got a whole lot of work to do. I'm not everywhere I want to be. But mentally, we made it. Mentally, nobody can make me want to kill myself right now. I
Yeah.
don't feel that feeling at all. Mentally, nobody can make me feel like I'm a terrible mom. Nobody can make me feel like I'm a terrible girlfriend. Nobody can make me feel those way. I'm not a terrible nothing. You couldn't, because looking back on everything, I'm genuine. I'm a great person. I'm a great person in general. I'm a great mother. I'm a great girlfriend when I am one. I was a great fiance. I'm a great worker. I'm a great daughter. I'm a great friend. I feel like I am because I wouldn't do anything to anybody to intentionally hurt their feelings, their pride, their ego, or them in general. Not
Yeah.
nobody that I really love. I'm not. I don't believe in fake love. I don't do that.
I want to give you some love for that.
If I love you, I love you, and I mean that shit. I'll take that. I'll take that to heart. If I love
Yeah.
you, I love you. I've experienced so many losses that I don't have time to be sitting here telling you that I love you and that I don't love you. There's no
Yeah.
way I'm gonna sit here and put a Mike Myers mask on and tell you that I love you. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do it.
For sure. um how do you protect your peace now?
I am. I guess what I am the queen of blocking and ignoring now. If you come over here with that negativity, if you try to argue with me, you try to. I am the. I think I am the nicest person. People think that they can think whatever about me because I don't like to argue. I don't like to. I don't like doing any of that. You. If you think that you're finna come over here raising hell with your insecurities, arguing, being a terrible person to me, and specifically one rule I definitely got: I will not do that shit in front of my kids. You will not come over here trying to scream at me. Yell, you got one sign to act like you want to raise your voice, and especially in front of my children, you're done. You're done. Through.
Yeah.
Finish. Don't even think. No.
And that
And
go
that's
for
just
friends and
period. That
relationships.
goes with everybody. If you come around me thinking that you're gonna be a terrible person to me when I'm not a terrible person to you, and you damn sure think you're gonna do it in front of my kids, you're cut. You're done. There's not even a question about that. I will love you from a distance. I don't know. Just because I cut you off or I've been through whatever with you does not mean that I don't still love you. Because let's be clear. Let's be clear. Back to the abuse thing. Let's be clear. It's okay to still have love for your abuser. It's okay because you can't
Hmm.
help who you love. You can. You can very much still love the person that did you wrong. But guess what? I love me more, and I'm gonna love you from a distance.
Yeah.
You ain't about to be over here in my life doing all that. No, you're
For
not.
sure.
Not over here. Not over here with these little humans that I gotta try to raise to be decent, loving, caring humans and protect with my life. It first starts at home. If I can't protect them at home, how am I supposed to send them in the world and expect anybody else to protect them?
Yeah.
I can't.
No, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
You definitely gotta protect your little ones and your peace. Flip your camera back.
oh,
Your peace and everything, you know what I'm saying? Always put you and them first, no matter what. Um, what role did your kids play in your healing process?
my kids were my biggest factor. They were my biggest factor. They will always be my biggest factor. They're always going to be my purpose. Like, if anybody ever asks me anything, the first thing that you're always going to hear about me is that I am a mother first. I don't get a second chance at this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get to try to make this shit up to them later. I don't. They, when they get older and they can understand, because they will be women one day. When they get older and understand, I can explain everything to them later on in life, but I can't explain that to them at the ages of 18, 12, 11, 7. I can't explain that to them right now. Not
For
where they're,
sure.
well, my 18-year-old, she does, but even still, she's still 18, so she still needs some more depth into it. I get one shot at this, and I already feel like I robbed them of enough in that little, in the segment that I stayed in,
Yeah.
where that's not going to be brought into the next chapter of our life. We're not going to open that chapter anywhere else in their life. We're not as long as I can control it.
Yeah.
They're not going to grow up saying that this was their home. They were young enough then when I took them from the situation that they may not remember. They might be hazy to them, maybe.
Yeah.
But at this age that now, no, no, they're not going to grow up saying that they had a toxic turmoil home. No, absolutely not. Only
Yeah.
yelling they hear is me telling them to clean my house now.
No, for
That's
real.
the only yelling they hear. Only yelling they
Yeah.
hear is go to bed and clean up my house. That's it.
But that's good. You know what I'm saying? You have to protect your little ones. You have to protect your peace at all costs, no matter what. Um, so with purpose, empowerment, and a message for the next woman struggling silently, um, let's break into that. For the young women out there that's stuck in a toxic situation, what's your message for her tonight?
It's okay to leave. It's okay to leave. I think that is the number one thing that people need to hear, is that it is okay to leave. You are loved. There's other people that will love you. If you're scared you're not gonna find another relationship, yes you will. And let's be clear. Almost everybody you meet after that in your healing stage is not gonna, because I can tell you right here and right now, I have never been called out my name since I left that relationship. I've damn sure never had a man put his hands on me since then. When I tell you there's really men out here that yes, you will. Just leave. The best thing, especially if you have kids, the best thing that you can do is leave, because one thing I hate to see is when it's too late.
What if they
I
don't
hate to
have
see it.
nowhere to go?
Come see me if you're here. If you're here, if I can help, you can. I got a full basement. There's a pull-out bed and everything in it. Like, until we can figure out what to do with you, come see me. I can get you started on the next step, because when I left here and moved out of state, I left with $500 in my pocket, 4 kids, and a prayer. A friend
Yeah.
and a prayer. That's what I left with, and what I could fit in the car.
Yeah.
I didn't have my stuff. My stuff was in
Right.
storage. That's like the
Yeah.
first step is to do it.
Yeah.
The first step is to do it, and if you don't stand up to your abuser, they're gonna keep doing it. You got to stand up to the abuser. You it might now that sounds scary. That sounds scary. Stand up to your abuser. I promise you. Stand up to him.
And tell them that you are going to be an advocate for this.
I
Um
am. I
so
am.
you wanted to break the news on here. So tell
I
them that you're
did.
gonna be an advocate.
I am. You guys are gonna see more speeches coming soon for this.
And we teaming up. So keep y'all eyes open. Watch out for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all here for it for sure. Because we about to be working with young teenagers, young people that's going through these type of situations, and we want to work with them on that.
We're trying to prevent the teenage pregnancies and prevent the domestic violence. That's the whole purpose, the whole point. That's what we're getting
For
at here.
sure. For sure. What would you say to the younger 14-year-old self now, knowing everything you've been through?
Then I would have told myself just to wait, just to wait, because that night it literally changed my whole entire life.
Yeah.
And I can't say for the worst because like I love my girl and she healed a lot of people. But you know, my oldest girl has so much love. Like
Yeah.
they love my girl, so it's like not. But I could have waited for her. I could have gave her so much more than what I gave her.
Yeah.
Granted, she thinks that I gave her the world. She thinks I did great. She does. She genuinely does. But I don't think that she realizes that I could have gave her so much more. So,
Yeah.
but if that's what she thinks, then that's what she thinks, and I'm glad. I love that for her. I love that about me that I was able to do that for her. But I wish I could just hug the newborn her again.
Yeah.
I
And I
want to
know
do
that
that.
she's going through her own thing right now. You know what I'm saying?
She is,
Um,
and she's her mom's daughter. She's strong. My
yeah.
daughter is, and I thank God every day for Tayshawn's family. Granted, she had a baby at a teenage age like I did. If she definitely chose right, with Tay because his family they are godsend to her.
Yeah.
I love them for her. She couldn't have done better if she wanted to. Like
Yeah.
literally,
Shout out Kevin, shout out Shelby for sure.
definitely. Crystal, Kelvin, Shelby,
Crystal,
Grandma
shout them
Rodney,
out.
all
T
of them. They are
Walk,
so loving to her. I love them for her.
shout them out. You know what I'm saying? Because they definitely gonna hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Especially Shelby. She's a she's a mama cub for real.
She
You know
is.
what I'm
She
saying? She is
is.
a real mama's cub for real.
It's like
Um,
Shelby.
what's
That's my.
next for you?
That's my. That's we got a thing we call it the Grandma's Club. I love me her and Crystal. I love it.
No,
Like
for real.
I
Clock
wish
it.
that I had that. Like with the whole grandma's thing. Like our bond is like because when I went through my last situation, I left my son's dad. When I
Mm-hmm.
left that, Shelby came down and helped me move. It was just Shelby. Shelby and Tayshawn, me, Mark. Shelby came down. She got that U-Haul. And we did this. We did it. I was 5 months pregnant with 4 kids. We had 2 days, and we did it all. Shelby is. I would.
Shout
Oh my
out Shelby, man. My dog. What's next
literally.
for you as a mother, a survivor, a woman who found her power again?
I am now. Obviously, I'm going to do the advocacy to save as many lives as possible. I'm going to keep working on what I'm working on. Hopefully soon we'll be opening some more businesses. My goal is to have my hands in at least 5 different businesses so I can have one for each one of my children, passed down to them. Now is my biggest thing is to leave a legacy for them that
Yeah,
doesn't just include this chapter of the story. I don't want them to be the mom that had the domestic violence and got her teeth knocked out. I don't want them. That's not the story I want for them. I want
yeah,
them to. Your mom spoke up for this and that. Your mom had this business, that business, this and then the third, and left it for you. Your mom beat the statistics. That's what I
yeah,
want for people to tell them one day.
yeah.
Hopefully it's me that can sit in my rocking chair on the porch and tell them the story. But if
No,
not,
for real.
I hope somebody has the positive stuff to tell them. I just want somebody to be able to tell my kids like your mom was really that one.
And when you went through that stage, with getting your teeth knocked out and all of that. People don't understand like your teeth is like everything. Like your smile is everything. You know what I'm saying? When you meet somebody or talk to somebody, your teeth are everything. So how was that process for you? Because we didn't break that down.
When and it happened, it was complete bullshit. When it happened. Now don't let me get on here and say that I didn't say shit to him that day. That could have led to it because my mouth is horrible.
Hmm.
My mouth is reckless. It is, but I, I don't think that should have happened. And in my healing process, that was another, and that's another big factor in this. So I'm glad we actually brought this up. My healing process with that was afterwards. I was, stayed in the house. So I wore a face mask when I went out. I was depressed. I quit my job. It just everything. My kids didn't go to school. Nothing for a few days. I threw my phone away. I was completely done with him. I threw my phone away. I didn't go home. I
Yeah.
jumped from friend's house to friend's house, all of it. I stayed the hell away from him, literally. And then
Now, how many kids you had at that time when that happened?
three,
Okay.
three, and then actually, what was is crazy is that the only reason we started talking again is because one of my other exes was doing something and had my child, in a domestic situation. I had to go to handle that, so I had to call this abuser to help me handle that. I was like, yo, what? So that's how we ended up back talking, and then you know being the vulnerable, saying I'm done this and the third. One thing led to another. Pregnant again. Now we're back together, and then cherry on the cake. Now you got somebody else pregnant. So, so I say when you just when you have it in you to leave the first time and you're already there, stay because it doesn't get better. I think a lot of people think, oh, he's going to change or it's going to get better. It does not get better. If anything, it gets worse because if I could go back and think of all the other times that I could have left before it got to the point of my teeth getting knocked out, before it got to the point of other children getting made, before it got to all this point where all these people got involved and I went to jail and everything else that happened, before it got to all these other points, I can think of a million times that I should have just left, and we might could have just been cordial, been friends, and co-parents and everything else may have been easier.
Yeah.
Had I left at those times, but kept telling myself it's not that bad, it's not that bad. Every sorry, every I'm gonna do better, every change, and it did. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes it did change for a couple months. Even I think it was like a 2-year span once before it changed, and then it's like a light bulb just went off one day, and then we're back at square one. Here we are again. So at what point do we stop this? At what point do we stop with the name calling? At what point do we stop with the putting each other down? Because like I said, I'm not going to get over here and say that because some people, might look at it. I'm coming for. I'm saying stuff for the men too, because I know men get abused too. So now I got to, I got to say stuff for the men too.
Yeah.
I understand that sometimes women are reckless. Women throw things at men, put their hands on men. Women do shit too. I'm not gonna sit there because domestic violence can go both ways. I'm a woman advocate all day. I'm a woman first. I'm a woman advocate, but it can go both ways. So I'm not gonna sit here and speak for the men too, because sometimes females do shit too. And there's been times that I've definitely said shit too. Definitely been times that I've hit back too. You're not going to sit here and hear me say that, but never in my life am I just going to sit here and just harm somebody, like just literally, quite literally harm somebody like that, or sit there and keep talking down on somebody. Now that's just straight. That it's a difference between retaliation and straight up abuse. There's a big ass difference.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people understand. There's a big difference in when you poke the bear and then you get what you're asking for, and then you cry victim. You do not get to cry wolf and then play victim. That's not what we do. You cannot. That's not how abuse works.
So
You
for
don't.
your
And
first
that's
abuser, how many years were you in that one? And where did you see the red flags with that one on your first one?
the first one. I was with that person for 4 years, and I should have seen the red sign. His mouth. He only actually got the chance to be physical once, but that one physical time almost turned deadly. He actually put a gun in my face. That physical time almost turned deadly. So, and that one was the only time that I will ever say that something happened in front of any of my children. That one almost turned deadly. So that was it for me. It wasn't we didn't have to second guess. I've never talked to that man since. We don't even have to second guess that. Sorry, my kids was calling.
You good? Can you hear us?
Can you hear?
Yep.
Oh my God.
You hear us?
They just fucked my whole life up.
All you gotta do is join back in. If anybody missed anything, we did have technical difficulties. China hating on me. They kicked me out.
My kids, hold on.
On my last one, they kicked me out, but we're back. So if you missed anything, go back, watch the live. You know what I'm saying? This Devin Robinson story, and it's a good one. So go back and watch it. Comment, hit her up if you got any questions y'all want to ask her anything. If you're going through something, hit her up. She can help you out. She a good person. You know what I'm saying? But contact her. You know what I'm saying? She will leave her information on here once we get done. Yo. You can hear us?
Yeah, my kids. They keep calling.
Okay, so
they act like I don't work.
Your second abuser, how many years were y'all together, and what was the red flags for you, the signs that you seen?
Almost 10 years, 10 years, and definitely should have been the verbal abuse first, but like he's kind of like that with everybody, so I really didn't think too much of that. But when it didn't stop after things were getting
Yeah.
progressively worse, and it just kept getting worse, and you
Mm-hmm.
see what you're doing, that's when it should have been left alone, long before anything else came into play.
Now you said y'all was together for 10 years.
Yep.
How many years was y'all together before the abuse started?
Uh, just shy of a year, honestly.
Okay.
Honestly, and
And
those were just my
what made you
physical.
stay that long?
Yeah, those were just my physical and mental ones. I did financial, and that was my very last relationship. I did financial, and that was just, it's something financial you can overcome, but you can
Yeah.
see that financial will lead to something else. So that's when you become in your healing process, because I left that immediately when I seen the financial abuse coming. I know
Yeah.
what's coming after this. Gotta go.
And how many years you was in that one?
That I was engaged to that, and that was only, that wasn't long. That was so, it moved so fast.
Yeah.
That whole situation moved so fast. It's like dating, propose, that baby, and here we are. Like what?
Yeah. Was it when you got engaged, like was it like I wanted to be a wife. I feel like I am a wife now, and that's why the yes was there. Or was the yes there because you really wanted to be with that person, or you just was feeling like I'm supposed to be a wife right now?
Um, it was more or less for me, because I felt like it was kind of soon, and then there was also a situation where he cheated, and then
Mm-hmm.
the engagement came after. So it was like in my head, red flags coming from something. I'm like, is this like an apology thing? But who really goes out and buys an expensive ass ring like this just to do something like this? And so I'm like, he called my mom and everything else. So I'm like, maybe he's genuinely sorry, but he's never, now still to this day, he's never put his hands on me. He's never called me out my name, nothing of that nature. But again, we're back at square one with this cheating, where it starts at. Okay, so now, all right, now we got this engagement.
Yeah.
Now we have moved into this expensive ass extravagant house that
Right.
obviously I can't afford without him. So I'm in Mexico on a girls trip, and here we go with the narcissistic shit. He's given some form of jealousy about it.
Yeah.
And then just to come back and find out that you're cheating again. You're cheating
Yeah.
again. Yeah, you got to get away from me, because I can't deal with that, because this is about to turn into something else. And then we had a argument. It was just verbal. We had a verbal
Yeah.
argument, and then he told me, he was like, "See, I see exactly why your ex used to put his hands on you." And that moment right there, I told him, "You got to get away from me. You can never come around me again." Because what?
Yeah.
How? What, you got to get away from me. And that was that.
And engaged. Um, y'all was engaged. So how long do you think y'all was together before the engagement?
2 months, literally. So
Two
when I say the
months.
situation happened so
So
fast,
you don't feel like that you just put yourself up there like, hey, I deserve to be a wife. It's that
I
time,
definitely did. I
you
definitely was
know?
like, it was like a point to prove. It's like, okay, I've been through all this in my life. I definitely deserve to be a wife, because I know I'm gonna be a good wife. And then it was like my clock was ticking, and I kind of wanted another baby, but I didn't want another baby without having somebody that, this is why you got to be specific about your prayers. I said I wasn't having a son without a ring. Well, I got the ring and got a son, but it skipped the
Right.
whole wedding part. You
Yeah.
got to be specific about your prayers, guys.
Yeah. No, seriously, you gotta be firm with it.
Man, you got to be specific, because if not, you gonna get what you asked for. But he missed the whole part where I said I wanted to get married.
Yeah.
So now,
So so you didn't go through no physical abuse with that person, and you got out
no,
of
no
there
physical,
fast
no mental,
enough,
just financial.
and
Just
you
because
got out
he
of
knew
there
I couldn't
fast
afford the
enough.
house without him, and so when
Yeah.
he moved out, when I told him that he had to go, to why we did, and it was just more or less, you got to go until we can figure this out, because I don't want it to
Right.
escalate. He paid the rent that next month, and then he was like, "Well, I just decided I'm gonna go ahead and not move back over there and figure this stuff out." That okay, and you expect me to pay $2,500 in rent while I'm pregnant with all these other kids? That's great. Like,
Yeah.
and then one day, literally, I looked up, and I don't really know if this is a form of abuse or not. I didn't really look at it. But I told him, I'm gonna be transparency. I told him one day, when we got into our argument, because I was pregnant at the time, I said, you know what? You don't have to worry about walking away because welcome to death row. Now I'm pregnant with your kid. Yeah, don't tell nobody that, guys. I got a PPO put on me against me for that. Do not tell anybody.
Don't tell nobody welcome to death row.
Do not tell anybody welcome to death row. That man really went and put a PPO on me because I said welcome to death row. Do not do that. Dear God, I looked up and there was really a sheriff at my door. I said, what the hell? I got it taken off, guys.
Yeah.
It was, but still, like.
But people don't understand, like, just certain words can be taken out of context, and honestly, it could be used. It could be
clearly
used against you.
I tried to explain to the judge, I'm like, bro, it was just, it's a record label. I was really just saying it like that. But I'm like, after that, and I seen what type of person you are, because for you to go go doing all that, knowing that I worked in the healthcare field and that could have very well got me fired, and you know you're not trying to pay this rent over here, that was financial abuse. You were trying to stop my form of income, and get me and my children put on the street to do what? But to do what? Right. And you got on your knee and quite literally engaged me. What was the point?
Yeah.
I'm confused. That's what I don't understand about abusers, physical, mental, or financial. I don't understand about them because what really is the point? Yeah. What'd be the point of the shit that y'all do?
Right.
Because I think with almost every female, I would hope with any adult, but I would say with almost any female, you really can talk it out. Yeah. I really feel like a conversation can be had between two mature adults and it can fix almost anything. Actually, quite frankly, if a lot of people would learn how to just sit down and talk, a lot of things wouldn't happen. We're not even just talking about relationships. We're talking about in life in general, a lot of things. Yeah. If a lot of people would just sit down, put their pride to the side and just talk.
Yeah.
But specifically, if you love somebody.
For sure. For sure. So there are red flags, there are signs. Can you name a few just to give a picture to people of red flags?
What I would say red flags. Number one red flag. Number one. If that man calls you out your name, that's the number one thing right there. One. All that name calling, that's not normal. That's number one. Two. When he starts making you feel some type of way about going out with your friends, going around your family, what you're dressing, oh, who are you on your phone with? Oh, what are you looking up on your phone? Wanting to be all in your phone. To clocking you when you're going to the store or going here or going there. All that. Oh, I don't want you to do it, or shit like that. Them are definite red flags. When they try to take you out of a situation that you're comfortable in, like in your house, in your car, and try to put you in these situations where they know that you can't make it without them, and that's. Yeah. God, please make sure if you ever go to move in with a man or woman, whoever, I don't care. When you ever go to move in with a significant other, please make sure you can afford that place on your own in case anything happens. Because if not, that just defeats the purpose.
Yeah,
those are
completely
big red flags to me. Number one, because you don't degrade nobody that you claim to love. You don't.
Yeah. So when it escalates, when women do see those signs and everything, when it escalate, and they get to the abuse and all of that, right? What is the best thing for a woman to do, or a man, you know what I'm saying? Because there's abuse on both sides.
Yeah. Yep.
What is something you will tell them once they get to that extent and they're ready to leave, but don't have the courage or have, you know what I'm saying, that in them, that fight to get up and go?
My best advice to that is that it's kind of like a personal thing. Honestly, sorry, my phone keeps turning around. It's like a personal preference, but you got to make sure that this is something that you think that you're going to overcome before you do it. You definitely got to make sure of that.
Yeah.
Why does my phone keep turning? Later. If you're not ready within yourself to do this, it's going to be a waste of time. And then that person, every time that you try to do it, the people are going to just take you for a joke. Now, I've heard statistics say that it takes you about 3 to 5 times before you actually leave. And me, from my personal experience, it definitely took me 3 times before I actually left. 3 full times of leaving. We're not going to talk about all the times that, the little temporary breakups. I put you out, you come back 2 days. No, I'm saying 3 actual times of me actually packing my shit and getting the hell up out of here. 3 full times before I was like, yeah, won't be back.
Okay, for sure. So when we ending, we're gonna go over to the comments after this. Actually, we can go over to the comments first. Let's see what we have. I got you. I'll highlight them for you.
Oh God, bless you. You can read them.
The comment section. Brianna. Let's see what Brianna said.
Definitely agree with you, Bree. I definitely agree with that, and that's why I told the truth about my drinking, in my healing, but definitely reiterated that, and I know you reiterated it, that that is not what we're pushing for. We're actually trying to tell you not to do it because it didn't get me anywhere in the process of
Yeah.
doing it, and my true healing did not come until afterward. But you got to be transparent about it was still a process for me. It was still in my process. I still drank a lot before I woke up one day and realized that this is not what I'm going to do.
No, for sure. A lot of people said you're a strong woman.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Definitely appreciate that, Takara. I tried.
And you have Betty saying, I'm so glad you had the courage to come on and tell your story. Betty, I can't wait to have your interview on here, but I
I
definitely
can't wait
agree
to see
with
it
you.
either.
I definitely agree with you, Devin. A lot of people, not just women, but a lot of people are scared to come on, you know what I'm saying, and talk and give out their story. And
Yeah, because the internet
Nikki,
is hateful. The internet is
yeah,
mean.
and that's why I created a safe space for people to come tell their story.
Like
Even
I love
Nikki,
this
like,
comment section. This comment section is life. I love it. I love all these people. This comment
yeah,
section is what people need to hear. This is what people need to see. This is what people need to
for real.
hear in your healing journey.
Yeah, and Nikki, you know what I'm saying? She came on and was like, listen, I was nervous to do an interview. I'm not gonna lie. She was like, but you were so professional when you came on and made it a comfort zone for me. You know what I'm saying? And I try to do that with everybody. So how would you say our interaction about doing your story, how would you tell people what it was for you?
I loved our interaction. It's just like it's kind of like we was just sitting there kicking it, having a drink, just talking about everything. It's just like it's kind of like we
Yeah.
was catching up.
Mm-hmm.
It hit different for me and you because like we do have a long history. We've known each other since kids, like literally.
Yeah.
We've known each other since before we had kids. So like
No,
we're
for
years into
real.
this. But like I said, I feel like we were just kicking it in your living room, having a drink, talking. That's how I felt.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cause some people, like I said, they get nervous and
I was
think that
nervous.
they think that I'm gonna, I don't know, like that I'm not gonna have them in a comfort zone or a safe space. And I want people to understand that it's completely safe over here. And I do, you know what I'm saying, make that comfort zone for people before I even put them on the screen. And we do a Zoom call with each other to
Yeah,
get comfortable and kick it. You know what I'm saying? Because I
they
might
see the
not
whole
talk to these
platform before
people.
it goes there.
You see what I'm saying? Missy Melissa says, "Love you, Devin." You got a lot of
Love you
people in the
too, Mama
comments.
Missy.
You got a lot of people in the comments saying they love you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people respect the
I love y'all too, and thank
your
you.
journey, everything that's been going on. And I was glad to get you up here just because we talked about it. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't want nobody else to do your story or you didn't want to take it to nobody else. I'm glad that you picked me. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's much love because you trusted me with your story. And not a lot of people can do that because like it gets scary sometimes, especially opening up and being vulnerable to somebody on a camera or being vulnerable to somebody that you don't talk to every day, even though
Right,
me and you have a relationship and you always been my friend all my life. So
right,
with us already having that, it was cool. But some other people might not have that with me. So, like Nikki, me and Nikki cool, but we don't talk every day. I don't talk to Devin every day. You know what I'm saying? Or every other day. But when we talk like I just seen you or kicked it with you last night. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So I try to make it a safe space for everybody. I try to make sure that you can come over here and be in a comfort zone. Nobody's gonna bash you in the comments. And if it's something you don't like or somebody's trying to dumb down your story, I will remove them. That's for anybody. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So I stick to my word and I always stick to the script. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for even believing that I was gonna make sure your story get told the right way. Let you be the storyteller. I don't try to overshadow your story or talk too much and let you get your story out because it could help somebody else.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I pray it does because like
yeah,
we're talking about decades of this shit. We're talking about multiple kids. We're
yeah.
talking about this is that's what we're talking about here. So
What's
if
crazy
somebody like me can overcome it, I think anybody can.
Listen, what's crazy is that when I posted your story, I have got so many women wanting to get on here now. It was crazy because a lot of women I was reaching out to, like, hey, get on here and tell your story. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you a platform. It's a safe space. Come over here. Tell your story. And a lot of women was like, oh, no, I ain't doing it. Like, I'm not getting on the internet. But a lot of them either put their business on the internet or they always on live, on the camera, on Snapchat, all of that, but are scared to come on this platform. And it's not bad, is it?
Listen, you know me, like my
Because you was really nervous and I had to bring you down off of that
I
edge to be
was.
like, you
And
know,
it's like at one point, people are so quick, like you said, to be somewhere being messy. And at one point, my shit did
yeah,
get messy, but that's not at all what we made it today. We just was
yeah,
transparent to said what we could to help people, and that's just what it was.
yeah.
I love
Uh
that we was able to do this. I felt like this was good vibes. The comment section was giving. The
it's
conversation
lit.
was giving. I love it. Like this,
It was
I feel like
lit.
I could dang near do this. Like now, like I
You know
feel
what I'm
good.
saying? Like, no BS. I don't try to tell people not to make their own platform. Don't do your own thing because it's room for everybody. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Um, but I like when people come on. I like when people want to be a part of something, you know what I'm saying? And we all grow together. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm not telling nobody not to make a platform. I'm not trying to share gatekeeping, not put you on my platform. It's nothing like that. This is about Jackson. This is about our community. This is about saving our kids. This is about teaching somebody, even adults that need to learn a couple lessons that they might have forgot along the way. Brianna, thank you for saying you're proud of me. I love you because you know it's love with us. You know what I'm saying? And Bree, get with me because we gotta put that together, cuz of. But Devin, you know what I'm saying? You blew it off the hinges. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie. I was waiting on you to get up here. A lot of people was anticipating this interview. A lot of people, but
I know
um
my inbox went nuts. They're like, I can't wait, I can't
it
wait.
was
I'm like,
slapping. It was slapping. And a lot of people
I
don't
hope I
understand
answered all the
why.
questions that everybody had. I hope I helped somebody
Yeah,
today.
if
Like,
anybody have any questions, go ahead and light them up. Devin, one thing that I wanted to say was, when your story went up, my inbox was crazy, and I was like, man, if it took Devin, I should have been posted Devin. I should have been posted Devin.
look,
No, but for real,
I'm the
because
most
think
love
about it,
hating
you've been
motherfucker in this city. I'm telling
because
you.
no, for real, you really been trying to get on the platform, and you was like, T, I'm ready when you ready, but we just couldn't get our schedule to line. But like, I just feel like it hit right at a perfect time for both of us.
It
You know what I'm
did.
saying? And it was crazy because since I posted you and Nikki, um, the put it on the flow page was going like brr, 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 brr. I'm like, oh, okay. This the content. This is the content they want. Okay, let's get it popping. You know what I'm saying? But
They want
I
that
was
true
really
life stuff. They
happy.
want to hear somebody. I think everybody loves to hear somebody's story that they may be able to be transparent to, because I know there's
Yeah.
somebody out there that can relate to that. I know there's somebody
Right.
out there that can relate to what I just said. Maybe not
Yeah.
everything, because mine got a little crazy, but I know there's somebody that can relate to even just a little piece of what I went through. You can't tell me that somebody can't relate to just, like
Yeah.
I said, just a little piece, because, like I said, mine got a little crazy. It got
And
ridiculous. Most
somebody,
people might not have stayed as long as I did, but
yeah.
that's my point of coming on here to tell you. Please don't stay as long as I did. Please don't be the dummy that I was. When you're healed, I can call myself a dummy now. I don't care, because guess what? I'm healed from that. I'm happy now. There's
Yeah,
nothing
don't call
nobody can
yourself
say.
a dummy at all because it's love that people go through. It's things that people go through, and that's just life. no matter how people want to look at it or whatever. It's life. You love, you know what I'm saying, you find yourself. It's still people that still out here trying to find themselves. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
that is a process of life itself. You know what I'm
And to
saying?
my young ones, it is not going to happen in your 20s, honey. You is not going to find yourself in your 20s. I am 32, still trying to figure out
No,
what
for
the hell
real.
I'm in college for something, and I'm still think I want to go to college for something totally different. I done paid $15,000 for a program. I want to go somewhere else
Yeah.
now. It's
So
not going to happen.
to end with a reflection line from just from you, Devin. Um the advice you live by, you know what I'm saying? Cause you the same woman, you know what I'm saying, who thought that she wasn't good enough, you know what I'm saying, but you walk like you too much now. You know what I'm
I do.
saying? And that's a good thing, you know what I'm saying?
I
Clock
do.
it.
I
Clock
do.
it. um that you walk like you too much now. So because you finally know your worth, people tend to attract you a different way. You won't attract all of the same type of people because you vibrating on a different level now, right? You
Yep.
vibrating higher. So with that being said, um give the people something that you live by now, a quote that you might use, a promise, just a piece of advice that you might use for the young people right now that's listening, or somebody that you can help right now.
Flowers don't grow without rain. That's my favorite one. Flowers do not grow without. Never would I be this blooming and this beautiful if it wasn't for that storm.
For
You
sure.
you do not come to the store and don't see a rainbow. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't. There's
Mm-hmm.
always going to be a rainbow. There might not always be a pot of gold, but there's always going to be a rainbow at the end of that store. You just got to believe that.
Yeah.
If you don't, you're forever going to just feel like you're in this storm. And I was in a storm for a long time, a very
Right.
long time. And now I can come on here like I am today and laugh about stuff that I used to, when I used to talk about.
Yeah.
Now I'm laughing about it because
Right.
that's who I was. That's what I went through.
Yeah.
But
And you're not
it made me
ashamed of
who
your
I am.
story. And you're not ashamed of your story.
Nope, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? So this is Devin from built from broken to built. Devin Robinson's story of survival and self worth. Today, Devin opened up about being a teen mom, surviving domestic abuse, losing herself in love, and finding the strength to rebuild herself from the ground up. This ain't just a normal interview that I did as a testimony. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to everybody that tuned in. I hope that you felt it. I hope that you share it with somebody who needs to hear it. I hope that you guys can take something from this interview and use it in your life, or use it to help somebody else gain traction back to their life. Because don't think you're gonna always be in a storm. Don't give up. Keep fighting. Keep going.
Please
You
keep
know what I'm
fighting.
saying? And don't let nobody put you down. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people tend to kick people while they down. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people tend to forget you when you're down and come around when you back up.
You're gonna find
So
out who really loves you when you're in that storm.
you're
You're
gonna
gonna find it
really
out when you're
find
deep
out
in depression. You're gonna find out who exactly who loves you,
for sure. You know what
and
I'm
it might even be
saying?
people that you never thought loved you before. Because I made so many friends, so many genuine people in that storm that I would have never talked to prior to me being in that storm, and I'm still genuine people with that. Like we're bonded in to this day. I love
Yeah.
them people. I do.
Sherelle gave you all claps. Pluto said, "Don't bloom without rain."
I see the flower. He said flowers don't bloom without rain. He loves that. Uh-oh. There go her lot, her thing again.
guys, we are fighting China in
I
real
swear to
life.
God.
We are fighting China in real life. For the last
Literally.
2 days, the last two interviews I done had, it's been kicking me off because something about this weather and the internet. But Devin, again, I appreciate you coming up here. I appreciate you trusting me with your story. It was an amazing experience to go down memory lane with you, even
You're
though you went through so much. You know what I'm saying? So I want to tell you that I'm giving you your flowers on here, telling you to keep going, keep being that star in the sky, because you are always an amazing person when I'm around you. You are always a giving person. You care about everybody. You know what I'm saying? You put a lot of people before you. You know what I'm saying? And I think you know that about yourself. And with us, sometimes having a big heart is like draining. You know what I'm saying? Because we care for
very much.
everybody.
Very
You know what
much
I'm
is.
saying? And ain't you Aquarius?
I am.
We both Aquariuses, so I knew I wasn't
Clock
tripping.
that. Clock
We both
that. I am.
Aquariuses, so clock it.
The Aquarius is in the building.
But with us, we care so much and we feel like we can save the world and we can't. But that's just who we are as a, you know what I'm saying, as a whole. But like I said, I applaud you for coming on here because a lot of women are scared to come on here and tell their stories. But since people have seen you, just even say that you was coming. They didn't even watch the interview yet. People just seen you say you was coming.
Right.
And when they seen that, you lit up a whole flame in the city for people to reach out to me and say they wanted to come on here.
I love that. I do. It
And
works my
for
heart
people,
just for me to see in private. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be
yeah.
public. I don't need no public recognition, no nothing.
And if
As
people
long
want
as
to
you do
reach
it in
out to
private.
me, if people want to reach out to you, would you want me to give them your Facebook, your cell phone number, or you can put it, you can put whatever information you want to put, you can put it on here.
They can, yeah, they can
I'll,
reach out to me Facebook. They can, I mean, if somebody reaches out to you privately, you want to give them my number, they can shoot me a text. If I don't answer, I'm always just a text away. I do work a lot. I mean, obviously I got 199 kids, so I mean,
I will go on here and tag your information under under the post, under the live. I will go do that because you might be that spark that somebody needs, you
oh,
know.
yeah.
And
And I'm
with
definitely, like I
me,
said, you can come to me, get a hot meal. You can come over there, wash your clothes. If you need help with the kids, if you need help
yeah,
finding a job, if you need a ride, if you need somewhere to stay until you figure out your next move, I'm there for it all. Somebody's got to be the first step in order for it to get better. So if I
yeah,
can be that, I'll be that.
right. So I will drop her information on here. Don't try to use and abuse my friend because she really doing this other kind of her heart to care for somebody that really might need it. Um, Devin, I can't wait to build this project and have you on board. I can't wait for you to come and teach people what some people are scared to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So
I
I
can't
can't
wait.
wait for us to
This is
team
gonna,
up and
now
do
that I've
our
got this out
thing.
the way,
Yeah, you know what I'm
we can
saying?
do
And
it.
take this
We,
little step, you know what I'm saying, to get somebody like, oh, I can do it. You know what I mean? So now that we got it, let's go ahead and light the city up with it. I can't wait to have you back again. You know what I'm saying? We got something under the wraps for y'all, but we not telling y'all right now. We're gonna do a soft
nope, we
launch.
can't.
We're gonna do a soft launch. So stay tuned and watch for it. You know what I'm saying? And Devin is not working for me. She working alongside with me. And I try to make that clear with everybody. Don't feel like if you come on this project with me that you working for me or you under me. No, we all working alongside each other and we all building for our community, our kids, our neighbor, whoever it is, you know what I'm saying, that need this type of help. So we got people in place. We got things in the works right now. So just keep y'all eyes open and watch for the movement. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to keep it going. But Devin, I want to give you a round of applause for coming up here, man. You truly goated. You know what I'm saying? Because people scared to do what you did, man. And you camera shy.
I tried. Did the best that I could for y'all. Like I said,
You know what I'm
if I saved one life,
saying?
I feel like I saved the world.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's all we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Once we save one, You know what I'm saying? A lot of others will fall in place. So again, let's put it on the floor with Big T. You know what I'm saying? AKA James Brown. And we had Devin up here today. If you didn't watch the full interview, rewind it back. You might miss something. You might need to hear something. Go check it out. It will be posted on my page, on James Brown page, on Put It on the Flow page, and on YouTube. Put It on the Flow 517. Go follow, you know what I'm saying, and tap in, man, and don't miss another interview. Might be one for you.
Might be. You never
You know what
know.
I'm saying? Devin, tell everybody you love them and you up out of here, man.
I love y'all. See y'all later. Time for me to keep getting this money.